All right, here we are 24 hours later. We're back up here at the bees. I think it's about April 17th, somewhere around in there. It's 70 degrees outside. We're going to go over here to our cell starter that we made last night, and we're going to pull our frame out of there, make sure we got the right size larvae on there. We're looking for the eggs hatch on about day 3, so we're looking for day 3 larvae if possible. We're going to get in here, we're going to grab it, we're going to take it down to the house where it's quiet. We got plenty of lights, we can take a look at what we're getting. We're going to put them into some cell cups, and then we're going to bring them back up here and put them back in that hive. See if we need some more nurse bees. Might take another shake or two of nurse bees in there from another hive, and we'll let them sit in there and bake for a few days. See what they look like, see what kind of take we got on them. Then what I like to do is we're going to use that same hive probably as our finisher. Don't have enough hives here really to do starter, finisher, and try to get some honey all at the same time. So we're going to use that nuke as a starter and a finisher. I'll just make sure I reinforce it with a little extra bee power to keep them going strong. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what we got. Got me some pellets down in there, and I like to start it with leftover sugar bags. So no use of throwing the paper bags away if they don't have no glue on them. I kind of tear them up, throw them in there, ball them up, catch them on fire, stick them down in there with my hive tool, a little bit like that. Then I throw some heating wood pellets on there. I suppose you could use the expensive stuff if you wanted to for a pellet grill. I'd probably just use heating pellets though. They work good for me. You do what you want to do. I've kind of got a method. Works just fine for me. So get this thing going really good here. We want to make sure them bees are nice and calm. Oh yeah, look at that. Like a freight train. I kind of got a system and a method. And you know what? Works good for me. Okay. Okay, here's what we got going on. Maybe. I don't know why our GoPro's upside down. What the hell? Alright, we'll give them a little smoke. Ooh, I can hear them. I can hear them. Okay. Got one coming around me that is not happy with me. Okay. Gonna move our bricks. A little overkill on the bricks. It's okay. Now, carefully, we don't spill syrup all over them. We got bees under there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay. We didn't make too bad of a mess. Yeah, you see all them bees in there? No, you can't, huh? Here you go. Look at that. All right. So, what we're going to do here, give them a little smoke in the top. They'll run down in. Just a little bit. There's a couple flyers in there, but remember, most of these bees are nurse bees. Okay, so let's see what we got. Oh yeah, got them up in there eating that pollen we put in there yesterday. Whoa. folks, check this out. You want to see something cool? 24 hours me and you were here, right? Look at this. Tell me these ain't some excited bees. Now, you say, what's this crazy guy trying to show me? Look right there. They built all that comb in 24 hours. Remember, I put these frames in here last night. Actually, it hasn't even hardly been 24 hours. Look at that. These bees built that comb right there. They are ready. All right. Let's get our frame out of there. That's awesome. That gets me excited that we're going to have a real good take on our queens. Run them down in there. Get on down in there. Get going. Get down in there. All right. Everybody, I want to show you something impressive. That is the honeybee. Look up there. You see that right there? That wax I put on that frame, this was a perfectly clean frame yesterday. Other than the wax that I put on there. They're pulling out wax like it is their job. And you know what? It is their job. They ate just a little bit of syrup. They didn't gorge themselves too much. Of course, they can't suck it out of the bottom of that bucket too quick. Got a real fine mesh screen on there. All right. Now, okay, this is the frame we're after. You know what I didn't bring? I'll be right back. Boy, they keep going right back on that brood, which is what their job is, so that's okay. Got my little bee brush here. It's a nice soft brush, not made out of animal hair so that it doesn't irritate the bees. Okay, we're going to brush these off. These right here. Yep. Come on. Kind of give it a little flipping motion. Okay. We got a lot more flyers today, huh? We do. They learned how to fly overnight. You gotta think a bee's world only goes 30 to 45 days before it says goodbye, so things happen pretty quick in a bee's world. Come on. Oops. Wow. Now, pollen patty there. They're saying, what is with all the empty space? So I've got some eggs. Well, well, well. Okay. We're going to take this. Okay. Got a little bit of a... We've got some on there. Let's get this lid back on here. Keep the heat in there. Keep the bees happy. This little brick on top. Lots of eggs. Oh, yeah, that's the one we want right there. That's it. This is the ticket. This is one of the tickets. Okay. Queen, green queen, green queen, green queen, where are you? Not on here, she says. How about you? Oh, shit. Out. Here she is on top. She's like, hey, put me back in there. Come on, girl. Come on. See that? That's why you got to be careful. Be very careful. Come on. Alright, relax. Get hold of her by the wings. Put her there. Make sure she goes down in. She's in. Okay. Alright. Let's smoke these wild girls. Yeah, a little bit over here. A little bit over there. Behind the ears. Okay. Alright. I've got 2 frames that I'm taking. Put our second deep right there. Boy, this queen here likes to show off for us, you know that? That's cool. Oh! I don't know what that was. Alright, we're going to take this down to the house. This one here, I believe, is going to be the ticket. How fresh that cappings are. And really young larvae on there, which you're not going to be able to see because I can barely see with my naked eye. So, we'll go down to the house and get this taken care of. See you in a bit. Alright, everybody. Made it back. Just uncovered everything. 8, 9, 10. Got 11. Yeah, I kind of like even numbers, but that's all I had in that bag for cups. I didn't want to open my new bag up yet, so we're going to go with an odd number and hope for the best. So, check out these gals down here. They're looking to see where their babies went. Okay, so we are going to, hopefully all of our cups stay. I have had them fall off before, so everything looks like it's on there nice and tight. We will smoke these bees down in just a little bit. Give me some room. Okay. Gently turn these upside down. Gently let them down in there. Okay. Just like that. We're going to grab some nurse bees. So you want to watch me go over here. Okay. We need this box off of here. They got a big open spot in here that they are not too happy about. Now, what we're gonna do, this has got to go back in there. This is just a lid. This can be the new lid for just a moment. Okay. Okay, queen is on that one. Okay, so no use of risking anything else. Ooh. We will see that little number right there. Carefully slide that down in there. Okay. Okay, give me this. Need to carefully, very carefully carefully. Okay. All right. And all right. Okay. Over here. There a minute. The second box back up on top of here. We are going to give them the rest of this pollen patty here. Get them down in here a little bit off of that top bar. Okay, they're down in there. And, oh, I'm hooked. I know this looks like a mess. You know what? It kind of is a little bit. I don't want to smash too many bees. I'll tell you what, while we're here and smearing this stuff on here, yeah, I'm hoping that in the next week or two, maybe just maybe we can get something in one of our swarm traps. Because now we need some more bees. Okay, hopefully, knock on wood, that not only do we get some swarms, we'll have some fresh queens. Okay, they got plenty. This, what are we going to do with that? Take a good close look at that, okay? All right, what I'm going to do, I will leave it lay here, okay? I'm going to leave it just lay here on its side. Yes, somewhere on its side. We'll leave it lay right there on its side. We'll put this little I got a better idea for that. We might go throw that up there at the swarm traps. Why not? Hey, they're my bees and my swarm traps. I'll do whatever I want with them. How about that? All right, they're back together, filled up. Everybody else is back together. I think we're going to put a lid on them. Okay. Smash it down a little bit. Okay. Where's our bucket? Here's our bucket. Okay. Over here. We get a vacuum. Okay, we got a vacuum. Okay. We'll just carefully slide that like that. Oops. That one just does not want to hold on very good, huh? We got a little girl out walking across there. Huh. Neat, huh? Yeah, we'll put her down there. Come on. There we go. Okay. Got my brush over here. Smoke. Got this extra frame here. Oh, got some bees on it. Well, you know what we do yesterday, we had some bloopers. Well, there was only about 10 bees on there. They're now ground bees. That's bees on the ground, in case anybody was wondering. Okay. All right, everybody, so to recap a little bit, we have 11 very small larvae, hopefully in the 3 to 4 day range, that the wife is grafted into some plastic cell cups. Okay, she enjoys doing that part of it, so I let her do it. The kids said good luck to them. Gave them the old good luck before I brought them back up here. And could probably see tomorrow, but I'm going to say I'm not going to mess with them till Sunday. Sunday is when I'm going to check on them and see what we got. Sweating a little bit. So yeah, we got some queens grafted. I should say we got some larvae grafted. They're not queens quite yet. They had a little bit of royal jelly with them. We put some more pollen patty on there. We shook another frame of nurse bees into that little 5-frame nuke for our cell starter. Well, we're going to use it as a starter finisher. We'll check it on Sunday, see how it looks. If I need to drop another, shake another frame in there of nurse bees, I will. They got the pollen patty in there. They've got the syrup on top. They got everything they need to get her done. And we saw overnight they had built comb between 2 frames, which is pretty awesome. So we know they're ready. So yeah, it's just a waiting game. Let's see. So if they're 3 days, 4 days old, so about 10 days. About 10 days, we should be able to pull them. Maybe even 9 days we'll be able to pull them. Maybe even before that, depending on how well that they feed those little grafts and how fast they pull wax out. what we'll do is we'll get the incubator going down there at the house, just because I don't have good timing right now, and we're busy with sports and all that good stuff. So I'll get them in the incubator where I can let them hatch out into cages. I won't leave them in there very long, maybe a day. They need to get out and get mated. So what I'll do is get some splits made off of the 2 hives that we got there, because it's looking like the swarm hive may not be doing too hot. So stick with me, and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, what I'm going to do, ain't no use of losing that extra right there. That brick's good fiber for them, you know that? No, I'm kidding. What we're going to do, I'm just going to set that right there. Now, why is he putting that on the side like that? Well, putting it on the side like that because don't you think it's a lot easier to fly in and out of there than it is to hover down like a helicopter and come back up out of there? Ah, it don't matter. Really, if it rains, it keeps the water from getting in there, and kind of aim it downhill and the water run off and go like that. So, let's go for it. We'll put that there. I don't see nothing in there. I threw some old wax in there the other day. A couple more old frames out of down there. And I melted that lid with the smoker the other day. It was a cool trick. So, keep on watching. We'll check back in a few days, and I'll let you know the progress. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe. We'll see ya.